Hello, I am Kelma Shillingford, a UWI Open Campus student, reading for a doctoral degree in teaching and learning with emerging technologies. In this course, Reflective Reflexive Practice, I present a case for the use of social media platforms, digital storytelling tools, and Google applications to enhance reflective practice skills of in-service teachers. I base my proposal on Skion's 1991 Reflection in Practice and Reflection on Practice model, along with Brookfield's 1995 four lenses model. The digital technologies which I chose all support, or if not all, support the two models on which I based my theoretical basis. These technologies are namely Facebook, which is one of the most popular, if not the most popular social platforms, Canva, a digital storytelling tool, Google Slides, and Google Docs, which are two Google applications used for presentations and documents respectively, Doji, a personalized online library, and You Want a Wiki, another Google application. I will now highlight how I will use the technologies to promote reflection. These can help students evaluate their own practices. In so doing, they'll be keeping the Brookfield's model along as the Skion's model. That can happen through the digital story. They can build on it helps them to build on their knowledge through the personalized library. It also cultivates critical as well as problem-solving skills, and it encourages them to participate in reflective thinking because the learners are more inclined to use the technology-based applications as opposed to the traditional paper and pen applications. All the technologies will be integrated into the lesson. This can be done via discussions, as in a Facebook discussion. I may pose, or I will pose rather, a stimulating question, and on our Facebook page specifically for the course, I can encourage or have students reflect by posting their views. Another way I can use the technologies is through formative and summative evaluations, and I can do that via a blog or a journal, as we are now currently doing in most of our courses. So when they post a blog, I can give them immediate feedback, or I could also have them do a portfolio at the end and give where I respond summatively. The benefits and drawbacks of using the social media: they facilitate reflection. As I've mentioned previously, learners are more inclined to use the technology-based application medium as opposed to the pencil and paper. They also improve the relationship between the faculty and the learners. You can actually interact with them on an ongoing basis. They are accessible, I would say. So they have them at the palm of their hands. They have the Facebook app on their phone. they have the Google app, most of them on their phone, so it's easy for them to reach. The drawbacks, it may worsen homophily. That means persons who are like-minded may tend to draw to one another, because if you like a comment, you tend to respond to something you like, and when this happens, it defeats the whole purpose of true interaction, because for it to be interaction, there have to be disagreements in addition to agreements. And there has to be really skillful management on the part of the instructor. Also, it doesn't really cater for persons who may be introverted. Okay, one of the main benefits of using the digital stories for reflection is that it makes reflection concrete and visible. Is that when you document, let us say for example, you document your teaching in that way, in that tangible way, let me say, you can actually go back and see exactly what was done. So it is very visible, and it also gives the learner a sense of autonomy. The learner is really in charge. Nobody is telling the teacher or the learner exactly what you did wrong or what you did right. It is really before his or her eyes. And one of the setbacks in these things is the use or the expertise in technology. Persons may not have the know-how, because these things take time. You have to familiarize yourself with it. For the Google tools you have, generally speaking, they facilitate learner-to-learner interaction. And if you're doing, for example, a Google document, more than learners can share that document, and they can actually work on that document collaboratively. How do I intend to implement the technologies? I can model, but that I can actually show them how to do it, how to use the app. I can have whole group discussion as an introductory activity. I can also do a cooperative group work activity. The learners can present on a certain topic, or different groups can present on a certain topic. I can have presentations, and have the collaborative writing via the Google Doc. So the collaborations can take place via the Google Slides, and of course the Google Meet. And the cooperative group work can take place via the Google Docs. The whole group discussion can happen via a Facebook. And the modeling, of course, I can do via Facebook as well. Thank you very much for viewing my presentation. Good evening. To some, I think that the use of the social media really should be integrated as reflexive teaching tools